Hello there guys, it is me, Tarman. Today we're going to be making a Leman Russ for only $20. So, all these supplies I did get at Hobby Lobby. And yeah, so let me spend about 20 bucks on them. So you will need stuff like this, some plastic styrene, and the little detail parts, little bits like this. So let's hop right into it. So what I did, I painstakingly drew out all the plans for this Leman Russ, and it's pretty simple shapes. You know, this version of it, I'm just going to call it the Mark II Leman Russ. So instead of them riveting everything, which is actually terrible for tanks, this time they decided to weld it, so it'll be all nice and smooth for the most part. So first thing to do, let's get out some sheets of plastic styrene. So this is what I got right here, and we're going to start off with this sheet. This sheet will be the main structural part, so this side, not these. You'll need about 4 of these, and I will make the bottom plate, which is this, probably out of the sticker one. So let's get to sketching. Alright, so now I have most of the body, or pretty much the entire body cut out. On the inside of the tracks, you want it to come up about 1/2 inch off the ground. So I drew a line on both the insides so I know where the bottom of the floor will sit. And the next thing you're going to want to is these little strips that will help glue everything together and to the side. So now the next thing to do is just to start cutting and gluing this sucker together. And here we are. That is the main body put together. So now it's really just adding in the other bits like the driver's hatch and this front sponson. So next thing I'm going to do is add those. Alrighty, so now the next thing to do is the outside of the tracks. So I'm going to cut out that detail and glue it together. Alright, so that's done. So now I'm going to make the side sponson and glue that together and smack that on. Alrighty, so now we got these side sponsons done. Now we're going to move on to the turret. This turret's a little different from the actual Leman Russ turret. I just changed it a little bit, actually a lot of it, but let's hop right into that. And here's this turret. I've already went ahead and glued on some little bits to it, but we're missing the barrel. So we're going to jump over to this little tube. First thing we're going to do is pull that off and knock this little plastic cap off, just like so. Next thing, I'm going to draw a circle and cut a hole and insert it in there. And that will be the gun barrel for this tank. And here we are. So the next thing I'm going to do is take some very thin plastic styrene and cut a thin strip and wrap it around the barrel, so it's just not a smooth barrel. And then I'm going to cut this and make it where it's like a piston glued to it, just to make it a little different for this unique turret. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is supposed to be a holder for a hunter killer missile. That's what that is. I wanted it to look like it's like a smoke launcher. Oh no way. Alrighty, so let's do that. And there we are. So that's what it will look like. Whoosh. So, how I'm doing the tracks. I had some spare Sherman tracks. Obviously they're not long enough. That's okay though, because I'm just going to make a little guard that goes over there to hide it. So what I did was I took a piece of cardboard because I didn't want to use all this beautiful plastic, and I hot glued it with Gorilla Glue to the strip of cardboard. And then I super glued this plate onto this. So now it has the structural and it's pretty sturdy because I'm using some thick plastic styrene. And then all I have to do is super glue that in place. And then you'll end up with this. Now it has the tracks. So that's what I'm going to do next. And the next thing to do really is to build this out, because the tracks add a bit of the height to there so the turret can't spin, which I think I figured out how to do that. So let's hop into that. So here we are. That is what the Leman Russ looks like so far. But the only problem is can't really spin the turret. So we got to fix that and obviously cover up that ugliness right there. So what I think I'm going to use is some of these. And I'm going to cut them into shape to place it around here. And then I'm going to build the little mud guards. That'll go right there. Just out of some simple material. Because I have some right here. And I don't think that's that bad to make. I could just plop those there, but I'd rather just go ahead and make some because I only have this one. So it's not really reasonable to just glue one there. But it should look like that. So let's hop into that. And here we are. I just built a simple box. And that gives it enough clearance to where now the turret rotates. So now the next thing to do is to build a little mud guards. And I think I'm just going to use this really, really thin plastic styrene and just super glue it in place and curve it. And then I'm just going to cut some thin strips just to build out those little lines that they have. So yeah. And there we are. There's those little fenders covering up those big old gaps. Now the last thing to do really is do that. And look at that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Another way to be cheap, to make a Leman Russ only for $20. And yeah, honestly, I had some bits laying around. You don't have to do the tracks like this. You can honestly just make the tracks out of the plastic. Styrene, I just was lazy and wanted to use what I had. But this is it so far, so I hope you guys did enjoy this. I hope it was helpful. So without further ado, please like and subscribe only if you want to. I don't care that you do. I'm just happy that you watch my videos. And enjoy this little montage of it.